this should be a challenge. Huh! Well, the bridge is looking better, but it still leads into a swamp.
There you are. This may sound strange, but I was told to wait for you here.
Told? By whom?
A child. A boy with golden hair and piercing eyes, who spoke like no child I have ever met.
Did you follow us into the Mornweald?
No. He came to me in a waking dream. I know better than to doubt a vision, especially one so clear. My father was Hugh Montbarron, Grand Master of the Legion. A proud man, I'm told, but not immune to my mother's seduction.
Hang on, what? Are you telling me that you're my sister? My sister and a witch?
Ah, you are the Montbarron boy, yes? Of course. You have the same lustrous hair, and even prettier than mine.
Pretty hair? You think so? Wait, sorry, I'm still back on the sister part.
I do not know why this golden child chose me, but I believe I can be of help to the Legion, if you let me.
Your mother seduced Montbarron? So the stories about Lascanzi witches are true?
What stories are those? The ones told to jealous wives by poxy-faced men? Of black-hearted witches who ravished them in the dark of night? Those stories are fancies, but they hide a deeper truth. Lascanzi witches have discerning taste. We will seduce a foreign man, but only if he is strong, clever, handsome.
Lascanzi women are entirely practical? Love never plays a role?
Sometimes. We are flesh and blood, after all. And even our hearts are not entirely immune to the mad distemper of love. But how many men would abandon their homes to wander with an outcast race? Passion fades, beauty withers, and all that is left is the endless road.
Does your sister know that you're planning to leave?
Leona's word does not bind me. I decide whose company I keep. And she knows better than to forbid me what I want. If only the rest of the world knew the same, life would be much simpler.
In other words, you haven't told her.
No. See, little brother, you know me better than you think.
If you're a Montbarron, then you're part of the Legion. We could use your help.
We journey south, no? To Stonebridge? I know the roads, and charming company makes long miles less dreary.
Hold on there. The roads ahead aren't safe. Heavy smoke down there. From the looks of it, there was another battle in the swamp. Azunite Church on one side, Royalists on the other. They're always at it. I was questioned by soldiers down the road. They were Azunites, Jane Cassinda's men, and not a friendly lot.
Any opinion on the church soldiers? You seem to have run into them before.
The Church army is the right hand of Jane Cassinda, but these men seemed more mercenary than proper soldier. They may call her a living saint, but any woman who hires Lescanzi thugs must be a little crooked. That's just...
Fighting in the swamp? Doesn't seem like the best place for a battle.
The Royalists are holed up in the Glitterdelve mine to the northwest, and Jane's army marches from the Azunite coast southeast of here. This swamp has the misfortune of being right between the two. This certainly isn't the first time we've had trouble here. Why I still take these routes, I don't know.
Have you dealt with the Royalists before?
They don't harass me on the road, so that makes them at least a touch better than Jane's soldiers. I think they're an honorable lot, but I don't see them winning this war. They'll die for a queen who's the last of her line, and barely more than a girl.
Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful.
I'll stay up here for a while, see if things calm down.
I wonder what caused this. In any case, we shall not pass this way, I think.
By order of Jane Cassinda, none shall pass this. Oh, you idiot! You're a bunch of heirs! Get there! must be with the Royalists. Get them!
Anyone that kills Azanites is a friend of ours. General Devonsey is further on ahead. Just follow the path.
Jane's fanatics have won the day, it seems.
We could have stopped Jane here today if we stood our ground. How are we going to get out of this stinking bog now?
Stand away there. Not so close to the General.
Never mind. I can hardly be called a general, with Her Majesty's army lying dead all around us.
Sorry, Lord Devonsey. Sir.
Forgive the boy. A few months ago he was a royal page. Now he's a soldier. Such are the depths to which we have fallen. I'm surprised to see any travelers on the road, with so many of Jane Cassinder's soldiers about. What brings you to this ill-omened place?
We were sent by the Legion. We're heading south to reclaim the old chapter house in Stonebridge.
The Legion? So the rumors are true. A gathering in the north. The rebirth of the old Legion. That's beside the point, though. I'm afraid you're stuck here with the rest of us. The western road has collapsed and we're surrounded on all sides by impassable swamp.
What forces do you have left?
Only the baggage train and a few cannons. One of my officers, Roderick, had command of the baggage train. He managed to keep the wagons out of sight, hid them under those massive roots. Unfortunately, the men who are guarding the wagons are my greenest troops, former servants and the like. The only blades they've ever wielded are kitchen knives.
All the dead soldiers were yours? How did this happen?
Jane Cassinder's army was encamped in the swamp. I thought I'd catch her unaware, send her scrambling back to the spire. So I force-marched out of Glitterdale, sighted her troops at the base of the cliffs, and gave chase. In the first charge, we drove half her forces into the bogs. I could see Jane not 50 feet from my lines. She had nowhere to run.
You smelled victory, and that's when the battle turned.
Jane sent a few of her sappers round back of my lines. They collapsed the roads behind me. A clever move, I'll give her that. Half my army, the young ones mostly, saw their escape route cut off. Didn't matter that we were winning. They panicked, broke and ran. Some of the veterans held their ground and died where they stood. The rest retreated here.
She boxed you in, with her forces on one side and the bogs on the other.
Killed half my people with the cannons. The rest tried to flee into the bogs and drowned. And here I am, trapped in this swamp, cut off from the Queen. She has only her maids to protect her now.
What about those massive roots? We can walk across them like a road.
Indeed, they'd support her weight, and my cannons and wagons too. But the roots are separated by stretches of water. In order to create a path, we'd have to raise the land between them. Impossible, you might say. But I have a man in my army with power over earth and stone. A scholar called Phineas. If only he were here.
This Phineas can raise a land bridge between the roots? How is that possible?
He's made a study of earth magic. Geomancy. The old magic of the dwarves. It's all very incomplete, but a movement of earth by simple brute force. Yes, I think he could manage that much.
We need to find this scholar, Phineas. Where has he gone?
He was among the first to be taken by the damned savages. They fell upon us not long after the battle, and they've been mounting raids and abducting our wounded ever since. First people, that's what the scholars called them. Only Azanai knows what they call themselves. I thought of mounting an attack on their village to rescue Phineas and the others, but my surviving soldiers are too few and too young. If I had your help, though...
Let's try talking to the first people before we do anything rash. Maybe they mistook you for a threat.
A reasonable theory, but I've met their kind before. Scavengers preying upon the weak and the wounded. They won't negotiate unless you hold a sword to their throats. I'll gather whatever men I can, the ones who can still fight, and we'll meet you there.
I saw you speaking with the General. We must be in dire straits to rely on passers-by. But Lord Devonsey has seen fit to trust you. You already know of the savages in the bog. Beastly lot they are. Some of our best soldiers were captured in their raids. Others have gone missing. We sent scouting parties into the bog. I armed them as best I could, but baggage train attendants are hardly soldiers. They haven't returned for hours.
If your people are raw recruits, they won't survive long in the swamp. Let me look for your missing soldiers.
You surprise me. I can offer you little more than some extra supplies, and my thanks. Look for them to the east, out in the bog. We sent out 2 scouting parties. Hopefully the swamp hasn't claimed them. Devonsey won't permit any more of us to leave camp, so you're the only chance they'll get.
Thanks for clearing a safe path. Guess I'll set up shop here until we find a way out.
Does everything in the swamp come with a coating of slime?